I was about 10 when I started playing Grand Theft Auto Vice City, which, looking back, yeah, that's probably too young. Crime, violence, stolen cars, things a 10-year-old has no real business seeing. And adults at the time were very worried about this. News segments, politicians, parents, this constant fear that GTA was going to turn kids into criminals. It didn't turn me into a criminal. I don't think it turned most of us into criminals. So I've been thinking about why. Because here's the thing, nobody really asked us what we actually wanted from that game. And looking back at myself at 10, I wasn't fantasizing about a life of crime. I didn't want to grow up and be a gangster. I just wanted to drive. That was it, genuinely. In real life, I was 10. I couldn't go anywhere on my own. Every single thing I did had an adult somewhere nearby deciding if it was okay. And then this game just handed me a city at night. Neon everywhere, palm trees, a radio full of music I was definitely too young to fully understand. A city that didn't care if my homework was done. Vice City was the first GTA I ever played, and I learned most of my taste in 80s music from that radio. I'm not joking. Songs I still love now, I first heard blasting out of a stolen car in a fake version of Miami when I was 10 years old. Some days I'd just drive. No mission, no goal, radio on, city going by. Other days, I'd cause absolute chaos with a rocket launcher just to see what happened. I'm not going to pretend I was always the peaceful, scenic drive version of this. But here's what I never did. I never once tried any of that in real life. Not the violence, not the crime, none of it. It stayed in the game, behind a screen, completely separate from how I actually wanted to live. And I think that's true for most of us. Because Vice City wasn't actually aspirational. The adults in that world are paranoid, corrupt, falling apart. Nobody in that game looks like someone you'd want to grow up to be. If anything, I think GTA quietly showed us how exhausting and absurd adult life gets when nobody's holding it together. So we weren't learning how to be criminals. We were just borrowing something. Adults looked at GTA and saw crime. A lot of us looked at GTA and saw a door into a world that felt bigger than ours, where you could just exist without anyone telling you to be useful. Freedom with a wanted level and consequences we definitely did not take seriously enough, but still, freedom. We weren't rehearsing a life of crime. We were rehearsing what it felt like to be trusted with something, even if that something was a stolen car in a fictional city, and it only lasted until someone called us for dinner. So no, I don't think GTA ruined us. I think for a lot of us, it was just the first place that felt wide open, even if none of it was real. Tell me, did you play GTA too young? What do you actually remember most? The chaos, or just driving around listening to the radio? Drop it in the comments, and if this felt familiar, I have another video about why games feel different once you're an adult. You might like that one too.